darkness of dawn, the precious feather flower was born. She danced with the morning. She danced with the dew. She discovered the flowers. And then rain came and fell in love with the precious feather flower. And rain asked her to marry, and she said yes. And there was such happiness. And flowers bloomed everywhere. The butterflies danced. But as always happens, darkness returned. Darkness came to reclaim the precious feather flower. And so darkness and rain, they went to war. And neither one could win. Neither could have the precious feather flower. So they made a truce. And they said, neither one of us will have our precious feather flower, but we will allow her to ascend into the bliss of a perfect imperfection, and there she will stay. And she'll come down each year, and she'll visit us briefly, and the flowers will bloom, and the butterflies will dance, but darkness will always come again. And then life will come again, as we know. This was called Heavy Air. Sometimes it's kind of hard to breathe. We came down into this density. We asked to be here, and some of us came from other places. We find it to be really hard and dense here. It's hard to be here. But we asked to be here because it's the only way we can feel this. It's the only way we can have these. We can touch each other and be in each other's company. So we came into these bodies, into this heavy, heavy air. And so we have to shine our light through this heaviness. That's what we're directed to do. Shine your light through the heavy air. It's Day of Deer, by the way. Last day of the Tricina of the Eagle. If you look into each other's eyes, what do you see? I see you too. When we look into each other's eyes, we're seeing ourselves. Because we're just reflections in each other's mirror. And you know, when I look in your eyes, You reflect what's best of me. And I see what's best in you. Because look at me. I look inside of you, and you see the inside of me. You are my mirror, reflecting back what is best in me. You are my mirror, and I see what's best in me. Well, look at me. I look inside of you, and I see what's best in me. You are my mirror, reflecting best what's back in me. Ooh, my mirror, in your eyes, I see what's best. What's best in me?
Because I just don't make it up there.
We live in different places.
And he hears it way different than how I hear it, apparently.
Not surprisingly, though.
Oh no, it does not surprise me at all. Why?
allergies. Deb Brubaker here. the story. Well, it was late one night. Late one night, I thought you were sleeping. Well, it was late one night. Late one night, I thought I was dreaming. Then I saw fairies in the fields. Oh, fairies dancing in the fields. And I know you've seen them too. We all have. And they said the same thing to you too. They said, dance with me. Didn't they? Dance with me, my love. They said, dance with me. Dance with me, my love. We'll go dancing in the fields with the butterflies. Don't know all that. Fairies dancing in the fields. And I think this is what they were dancing to. Said, dance with me, dance with me, my love. And they said, dance with me, dance with me, my love. When I saw fairies in fairies dancing in the fields.
Yeah.
That's up to you to be singing. Get your guitar out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let Mr. Chris up here play now. With my fingers raised.
Maybe coming back up.
I will, but I'm right.
We'll come back up in a little bit. Rest them fluty lips there.
Then rest that.
Official time.
The official time is 3:59.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 hour. They just go numb. Purple numb. They just go numb.
Wasn't that a lot of fun? I just love Debbie. Really was a lot of fun. I'm sorry?
Who's the manufacturer?
A tailor. And my brother started buying these guitars and wanted to hide one from his wife, and so he gave me this one. If I can get her in tune here. There was a man that was among us. He was the Elk Man. He was the Blue Star Eagle Chief, Sherwin Zephyr. He came to this place many a time, brought his peace pole here. Later, he, after he died, his brother, Chief Golden Light Eagle, decided that the peace pole needed to come down here. And so it sits down in Terry and Tom's shop to this day. And when Chief was going to bring down the peace pole, our dear friend Terry Rivera, bless him, said, "Write a song for the peace ceremony." I said, "Okay. I've already written a couple peace songs. Not those. Write a new one." Okay. So I asked creation, what? And then these words came through. And then these chords just came through. You know, just so fast, I just could get a notebook and it was just writing down words so fast I could hardly get them down. It came just like a download. It's like this. Well, a man came among us. He was the Elk Man. He was the Blue Star Eagle Chief. He had one eye of vision, spoke to us in quiet words. He said, "Hold on to belief, let peace prevail here on earth. Let peace prevail here on earth." This man among us, he was a great artist, and he was a teacher too. But he taught to think in color, he knew transcendent beauty, and he knew great suffering too. May peace prevail here on earth. May peace prevail here on earth. Angel Gabriel, come down among us, was here to teach us how to feel. And he said, start within yourself, and that will have a ripple effect, showing others how to feel. May peace prevail here on earth. And may peace prevail here on earth. May peace prevail here on earth. May peace prevail here on earth. Chief Blue Star, thank you. I think I want to bring a voice in for about 7 minutes and give me a chance to make the sweat go down just a notch after the last hour. But let's well, there's just a few of us here, and we're in close communion, and we're thinking about our brothers, Chief Golden-Eyed Eagle and Chief Blue-Starred Eagle. Let's hear Chief Golden-Eyed Eagle's voice. He had done some recordings of his Star Knowledge readings, and I started putting music behind them. And it was only later that I asked him if I could do that. And he said, "Are you going to make any money?" And I said, "No." He said, "Fine, do that." Let's hear Chief for about 5 or 7 minutes and see what kind of energy he brings in. I might have, let's see, we had 2 presentations on butterflies. I might have a butterfly reading. Let's see. No, I don't have that one. So we'll do this one. Oh, yes, I do. So this is the butterfly medicine. And the butterfly symbol looks like this right here. And so here's some butterfly medicine for us while I catch my breath.
Her message. I am Butterfly Woman. I am a keeper of the pathways of change. This law of our Holy Mother guides all aspects of change. Therefore, this principle is very active. It is the guidepost for that movement, which we call life. Life is ever changing, ever growing, ever expressing. If you were to look within, the very movements of the elements, you would see this pattern known as the universal law of change. I am here to speak of how to accelerate transformation. For the butterfly walks the medicine wheel in the 4 directions, having 4 stages of life. Great Spirit sends forth life Mother Earth provides a little world for this life to grow. We call this life the egg. And within the egg, the individual gestates and internalizes their purpose for being, visioning who they are and why. This is the first stage of life, the first stage of transformation. This is why the medicine path first sends the individual to first be with themselves and spirit, to be in this egg of centering. It is a womb of nourishment. Protection for the nourishment needed is already there. For the universe takes care of all of its own. With great excitement, the being moves from this direction, of the east to the south, going forth as that caterpillar to experience life. New concepts to become more through living life out loud, with vigor in the strength of the South, to experience love, to experience the innocent nature, to experience truth in the world, and ingest the blessings of the tree of life. This step upon the wheel tends to be a longer one, for there is much purpose and there is much to digest in order to understand that vision, that purpose discovered in the East. When the vision of life unfolds and enough experience have become one with you, it is time for the West, time to go within that cocoon, to go within that cave, as the bear would teach. Look within to unfold experiences of life. Feel the warmth of the mother again, held within this cosmic home. Reflect in the mirror of South. Discover the love within the sacred silence. And shift within to prepare for the great day of healing. For only within the protection of the mother's heart can the wings of spirit grow, and the spiritual abilities mature. In the West, as in the East, the cocoon unfolds transformation as the egg unfolds life. Those experiences of the South are finally understood within, without, and in relation to the silent universe. At some moment when praying, the dawn opens again. The inner fire is birthed forth. The cocoon parts, and is if walking out of your own skin, as if dropping your robe, you step into the north, a new being. It's stepping into the areas of true reality. stepping into the wisdom of the grandfather. Now, patience is necessary to dry the wings before flight. Receive that healing and complete integration. Then on a crisp, sunny morning, the spirit will fall. The wings will unfold. The wheel will have been walked. Life will have evolved. And flight to a new service with the nectars of life is yours. In this place called the Spirit Door, you dwell in the service with the spirits of the holy breath. This is the promise of the butterfly medicine. This is the cycle of transformation that butterfly medicine brings. Now, within the course of human unfoldment, human beings must walk this path through the rainbow, through the 7 mountains of South. Walk this wheel of transformation. This means 7 lifetimes, 7 realities, 7 bodies or physical forms. Yet through the gift of our Holy Mother, of this universal law, through the gift of the butterfly medicine, which is instantly invoked, this transformation is accelerated to great capacities. Within a moon cycle, a dedicated being can complete one of these sacred mountains of South. Within a year, the medicine of the butterfly is anchored and complete. A full cycle in rhythm with Mother Earth's seasons. The holy ones, through our medicine, could transform a being in a single day. So, before invoking this medicine of personal transformation, call upon the sacred law. Go and pray together with the spirits that guide you. Understand and choose the cycle of your unfolding. Be it a day, be it a week, be it a moon, or be it a year. One trip around this wheel, Great Mystery Mother grants blessings to the human beings. For this change is a graceful and accelerated path. Choose it. Embrace it. Become it. Enjoy it. Always walk this path of the butterfly in sincerity, and Butterfly Woman will be there to watch, to protect, and to teach.
Takeyasi. So that was the voice of our chief, Chief Golden Light Eagle. Dropped his robe a couple of years ago.
Last year.
Last year, was it? It was still just last year. It's still with us in mind and spirit. influencing us and in our dreams. Just an amazing man. He went home for the last time that blue and sunny day. The time had finally come for him to go so far away. Well, the past lay there before him like a door he just went through. Leaving all of that behind him is what he had to do. 'Cause he's going home. He's going home. He's going home for the last time. He got a strong vision of all his hands had done. The good and the bad things passed before his eyes at once. He's letting all that go now. His empty hands are free. There is only one place that he wants to be. He's going home. He's going home. He's going home for the last time. The sun was all he saw now. He went into the race. Eternal silence exploded. He finally felt at peace. Harmony alive around him. He no longer felt alone. His bones now were empty. He knew he had come home. 'Cause he's going home. He's hollow bone. He's going home for the last time. He's going home. Lord, he's hollow bone. He's going home for the last time. You're standing there looking at me, so of course I can. You know, this last couple years has been sort of hard on people. It's been hard on relationships. 'Cause for obvious reasons, we've been trapped together in each other's company a little too much for a little too long. And you get to looking up at each other going, why are you looking at me? I'm not looking at you. You're looking at me. Looking at you. Looking at me. Because I was standing there in the night. It was dark behind me till I turned around and I saw you there. I was unaware until I turned around. You were watching me, so I started watching you. Watching you, watching me, watching you, you were watching me, watching you, you were watching me, watching you, you were watching me. Standing alone in front of a mirror. It was dark behind me till I turned around and I saw you there. Then you said to me, why are you watching me? And then I said back to you, you were watching me too. Oh, oh, watching you, watching me, watching you, you were watching me, watching you, watching me, watching you, you were watching me. Staring alone. Staring at my phone, and then I turned around, and you had disappeared. I remembered the time I was watching you You were watching me, watching me. Well, watching you, watching me, watching you. You're watching me, watching you, watching me, watching you, watching me. Gotta watch out being on that phone too much, let me tell you. Boy, I used to hang on to the garbage. I don't know about you. Just hang on to everything and fret about everything and think about everything and study on it and look back on the past and be filled with regret and all those things. And then I started getting the message from spiritual people. Let all that go. Why are you suffering? Why are you in your ego? Let all that go. Just let things go. It's all right. It's all right. Drop certain things. Let them go. Because you know, sometimes you feel sometimes that you've lost your mind. You just let that all fall away. It's in the air you breathe. Kelly knows it's in the things you need. Let them all fall away. I was screaming, I was dreaming, then I let it all fall away. I was losing from bad choosing, then I let it all go away. You know it seems sometimes that you've lost your mind. Well, let it all fall away. It's in the air you breathe. It's in the things you need. Let them all fall away. I was sinning, was not winning, but I let it all go away. I was fretting, I was sweating, then I let it all fall away. You know it seems sometimes that you've lost your mind. Well, let that all fall away. It's in the air you breathe. It's in the things you need. Just let it all fall away. So a few years back at one of these gatherings, I met a fellow that I hadn't seen at one of these gatherings before. I said, "Who are you?" He said, "My name's Abraham." "Who are you?" I said, "Well, my name's Chris Davis." He said, "I watched you play." He said, "It's very good." I didn't realize who I was talking to. He was one of the main stars of the show that a jazz guy from Chicago brought down to introduce to us. And he got up and did a show that blew me off my feet. And I thought I could learn from that young man. And he said the same about me when he watched me play. So a couple months later, fate let us spend about 3 weeks together. And he had come from Liberia and had come to America carrying a lot of baggage. And in his early 20s, discovered one of these things. And he said he went to the closet with the guitar, and he didn't come out of the closet until he knew how to play it. And he started writing songs. And I write bluegrassy kind of chorus, verse kind of songs. This young man wrote journey songs that took these tremendous journeys. And I can only barely do justice to one of them, but I'm going to try. And this was called Soldier Boy. troubles they come. Oh, troubles they go. Tell me something that I don't already know. I don't know how she did it. Oh, to this day, there's just one thing that I believe I've got to say. That I believe I've got to say. That I'll be a soldier boy for my mother. I will be a strong, strong man for love. I will be a soldier boy for my mama. I will be a strong, strong man for love. 'Cause I was standing in the lion's den. I fear no evil and I fear no pain. I'm standing in the lion's den. I speak no evil and I fear no man. Get thee behind me, Satan. Oh. Get thee behind me, Satan. Oh. I'm a soldier boy for mama. I will be a strong, strong man for love. I will be a soldier boy for my mother. Mama. I will be a strong, strong man for love. Soldier for my mother, soldier for my brother, soldier for my sister, soldier forever, soldier for my father, soldier for my mother, soldier for my brother, soldier for my sister. Oh, forever, soldier forever, soldier forever, because I'm a soldier boy for my mother. I will be a strong, strong man for love. I will be a soldier boy for my mama. I will be a strong, strong man for love. I like to wear my great-grandfather's hat because it reminds me of my people. And we came from down in Kentucky. And my people were loggers. And they cut down, the logs, and they had a sawmill, and they sawed boards. And in my youth, the barn I ran around in and played, well, that was hand-built by my great-grandfather, that man that wore that hat. He had made the wood, he'd sawed the wood down, and made the planks, and built his farmhouse, and all the barns, and the chicken shed, and just everything. And it makes me think of how self-sufficient people used to be, but when you're working out in wood, well, things can happen. And my grandfather, who had been a logger all his life, he was out in the woods with a good friend one time. And they were cutting a giant oak. And it was just the two of them, and they probably needed a bigger team. And he had his hard hat on. But a limb came down, and his buddy said run, and he ran. And he ran right underneath it. And so when I was 10 years old, I lost my granddad. And so I sort of idealize him in my mind. I think of him as an angel and a saint. After I talked to my aunts and things, found out he wasn't as much of a saint as I always thought he was. But that's all right. In my 10-year-old mind, he was just a saint. His pockets would rain quarters at you, kind of a guy. He wouldn't talk much. He never talked to you, but he'd hug you, and he smelled like, he wouldn't bathe but about once a month. And he smelled like sweat and sawdust and chainsaw oil and a cigar, because he always had a Swisher Sweet in his mouth. And I remember one day there was a phone call. I was 10 years old, and my mom answered it, and she started crying. And it was on the day my mama cried, I found out that my pap was dead. He was cutting timber in the woods when a log fell on his head. 'Cause he ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. Now my pap is gone. He ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. Woods had called him home. I remember his old logging truck, the shade tree by his work shed. I remember my Uncle Andrew and all those cuss words they said. But he ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. Now my pap is gone. He ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. Woods had called him home. Wrong way. Now my pap is gone. He ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. The woods had called him home. Well, I am now much older than he was when he died. But I still recall the funeral and how Aunt Patty cried. And he ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. Now my pap is gone. He ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. Woods had called him home. But I never knew the man he was, 'cause I was just a kid. But I remember hearing all about those good things that he did. But he ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. Now my pap is gone. He ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. The woods had called him home. He ran the wrong way, ran the wrong way. The woods had called him home. Come on, Pat. I got Leonard Skinner's song in my head, so I'm just going to do it. I think the announcement said I was supposed to be talking about my originally written songs and my family connection, so I just did that. So let me do a Skinner song now. I think it's just about one of the best Skinner songs ever written. Well, this life that I live has took me everywhere. There ain't no place I ain't never gone. Well, it's kind of like the saying that you've heard so many times. Well, there just ain't no place like home. Did you ever see a she-gator protect her young, or a fish in the river swimming free? Did you ever stop and think about the air you're breathing? Better listen to this song. 'Cause Lord, I can't take any changes. All I can do is write them in a song. Well, I can feel the concrete slowly creeping. Lord, take me in mind before that comes. Did you ever see a mountain stream flowing? Did you ever see a youngin' with his dog? Did you ever stop and think about the air you're breathing? Well, you better listen to my song. 'Cause Lord, I can't take many changes. All I can do is write them in a song. I can feel the concrete slowly creeping. Lord, take me in mind before that comes. Well, I ain't trying to put down no big city, but the things they write about is just a bowl. You can take a boy out of old Dixieland, but you never take old Dixie from a boy. Well, Lord, I can't take any changes. Well, all I can do is write them in a song. Well, I can feel the concrete slowly creeping. Lord, take me in mind before that comes. Well, I can feel the concrete slowly creeping. Lord, take me in mind before that comes. Boy, ain't that truth. That man could write truth. It just came out of his mouth. Don't like everything I hear about that band, but that's all right. Truth is truth. We grew up listening to them and didn't think about things like Confederate flags and stuff. Talk about white privilege. Good God. Didn't even think about it. Southern rock's what it means to a white guy. Oh, let's see. Where are we going here? So I used to play in this rock and roll band. And we'd have our Thursday night practice recording session. And we'd practice some songs and maybe try to write a song or two, and it'd get on toward midnight. Every once in a while, one of us would say, key of A, and we'd just start jamming. We'd jam for 20 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours, who knew how long. And every once in a while after that, so it would be like after midnight, probably about 1 in the morning, we had played and played and played. We'd done our regular routine. Our minds were sort of open. And just every once in a while, song come through. Happened to me twice. We're just like this. This is one of them. It just, I started singing this. There's a little town in my memory. I used to ride my bike on the street so free. But that's all over now. I am alone on the back streets of my hometown. And my mama used to make homemade bread. She would kiss me before I'd go to bed. But that's all over now. I am alone on the back streets of my hometown. Well, when I was just a little bitty kid, on those back streets was where I hid. But that's all over now. I am alone on the back streets of my hometown. There's a little town in my memory. That little town ain't what it used to be. But that's all over now. I am alone on the back streets of my hometown. Thank you, creation, for giving me that. And then it happened again on this song. Just sort of messing around with this pattern. I think I was stealing something from Rush, maybe. These words just came out. My wife says, you got to write a final verse to this song. And I said, I can't. I can't write a final verse to it. It's the original words that came out, and that's all that comes out. But it goes something like this. We look around at the world every day, and there's so much going on. There's people out there who think it's alright to bring a plane down with a bomb. And we here in this country think it's alright to shoot our missiles into the sand. It's time one of us stood up and shook our hands for our demand. Here's what I'm talking about. Peace, praise, peace. Lift up your hands, lift up your heads. Praise, peace, my friend. This song never ends. This is the time that we think it's alright to let babies die in the streets. In a poor third world country there's a child. She ain't got enough food to eat. American boys and girls are overseas and they're risking their lives. Home they have sons and daughters and husbands, and you know some have red wives. That's why we gotta live it, we gotta breathe it, we gotta think it, we gotta pray it, we gotta meditate it, we gotta ask that there be peace. Praise peace. Well, lift up your hands, lift up your hands. Praise peace, my friend. The song never ends. Praise peace. So I'm a country boy from Kentucky. And at these gatherings a few years back, Dr. Arthur Cushman from down in Tennessee brought up a Aztec dancing group to the Mound. And I don't know if anybody was here and maybe saw the Aztec dancers. And, excuse me, and from the first time they were here, I was just transfixed by the motion, the dances, the rhythms, the feathers, everything. And when I started studying these rhythms and thinking about what Dr. Cushman said, that the rhythms that they're enacting are enacting nature energies, like they're participating in nature and honoring nature. And I thought, wow, I think I've waited all my life to find people that honor the fire and the water and the earth and the air, that sing to the birds and sing about the love that we have for our mother and for our father, you know, Father Sky and Mother Earth. And Aztec means the people of balance, the people of harmony. is what it means as a word. And the people of harmony, I mean, I've been trying to sing and play guitar all my life. And so something about even the language, the no-out language, I'm just transfixed. And so when I had heard this song, I had to learn it. Because it's about the hummingbird. And who feeds the hummingbirds? Well, good. We only had 3 until just this week.
No, really?
And now the babies came out. And so now we have about 30 that are all over the place. And it's just amazing to watch. And they're the little guardians of the flower. So here's a song about the hummingbird, and I'll fake singing it in no-wat. Kind of sounds like a country boy singing in another language. And then I'll try to sing a translation. And if Debbie would get a C flute, she could play with me.
Oh, see.
Shiki wa so Shiki wa ipano Pampani meets Tlasotla Pampani meets Tlasotla Ikano Shinoloyo, which means you're the guardian of the flower. You're the guardian of my heart. Because it's you I love. Because it's you I love. I give you my heart. Shiki wa insoki. Shiki wa ikandoloyo. Pampani meets Tlasotla. Pampani meets Tlasotla. Ikano. Pampani meets Tlasotla. Pampani meets Tlasotla. Ikano Shinoloyo. The hummingbird.
Too bad you found A.
Trying to knock the microphone over. There's one in here. There it is. So we were at the Mound, about 3 or 4 years ago, and there was a chief. I'm trying to remember if he wasn't Cherokee. What was it? He was Cheyenne, I think. And he was a arrow carrier. He was a peace pipe carrier, and he had brought the sacred pipe, and he wanted to do his Solstice ceremony at the Mound. And there was probably 100 people in a circle, and we're sharing the ceremonial pipe. And the old fella, he's gone now, the old Lou White Eagle, he's funny. He said, "This ain't none of this peyote or that marijuana." He said, "This is just good tobacco that I grew myself." And it was amazingly spiritual to share in such a ceremony. And during that ceremony, there were, on one side of the circle were the Lakota drummers, and on the other side of the circle were the Aztec dancers. And so the Lakota drummers would drum and they would sing a song, because the ceremony took a long time. And then the Aztec dancers would sing a song. It was just really neat to watch. And one of their songs caught my attention, and I thought I could turn that into kind of a country blues for fun. And then once I found out what the song actually meant, it's called Tonamzi, which means our mother, the earth. and it's a song in praise of our mother. But what the words seem to suggest is she who, in her loneliness, looked into the fire of the original universe and created out of this herself, our mother, the earth. I think that's cool. I really think that's cool. And it goes something like this. Here's my country version of it. Kamati Tonamzi. Tlasso Kamati means thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth. Ipelemuani moyo koyani. Tlasso Kamati Tonamzi. We Tonamzi. Tonamzi. We Tonamzi. 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 Ipelemuani moyo koyani. Tlasso Kamati Tonamzi. Ipelemuani no yo takari. Tlasso Kamati Tonamzi. We Tonamzi. Tonamzi. We Tonamzi. 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 I was born in Moorhead, Kentucky, and there was a train switching yard that was to the south of town. And my mama lived on the other side of the switching yard. And there were 5 or 6 different tracks. And I remember late at night when we'd visit Mama, we'd be asleep, and about 2 in the morning, the engines, the old diesel engines, would start winding up. And she was maybe 20 or 30 feet from the track. And the sound and the rumble, I remember in my childhood, just would wake you up, and it was so intense. And that diesel would start winding up, turbo would start winding up, and then it would take off, and then every car, you hear this crunch, 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 crunch as the cars are taking off. And now all that's gone. They turned that into the bypass, Moorhead, and so they sort of wiped out my memories. My dad had planted a maple tree that was probably 100 foot tall. It's all gone. My mama's house is gone. But my memories are still there. Because that old freight train, it don't run anymore. They've done pulled up the tracks. That passenger train that came rumbling through the town, it ain't never coming back. The old station house has gone to rot. The building is falling down. But the only thing more lonesome than me is the memory of that lost whistle sound. So blow away all your old memories. Time goes by, ain't no time for misery. When I think of all those trains of the past, makes me see good times go by fast. Good times go by like trains down the track. They get knocked down like a good man with the blues. Well, I'll walk on down this old railway bed and remember those times too good to lose. 'Cause those old freight trains don't run anymore. They've done pulled up the tracks. That passenger train that came rumbling through the town, it ain't never coming back. So blow away all those old memories. Time goes by, ain't no time for misery. When I think of all those trains of the past, makes me see good times go by fast. Things do change, though. I guess that's about the only thing that stays the same is change, as we know. What time is it getting? No, I think I'm.
5 o'clock. You want to do another one, wrap up at 5 o'clock?
Do one more. When I play bluegrass music, we always end in this one. So this won't be the same as hearing the upright bass and the banjo and the mandolin and all, so we just have to fill in the other instruments. But let's see, since I have a hour and 45-minute journey, I'll need to be singing the song on the road. 'Cause I know you right are gonna miss me when I've gone. Well, I know you right are gonna miss me when I've gone. Gonna miss your baby from rolling in your arms. I laid down last night, Lord, I could not take my rest. I laid down last night, Lord, I could not take my rest. Well, my mind was wandering with the wild geese in the west. Well, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. Well, the sun's gonna shine on my back door someday. March wind's gonna blow all my blues away.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
Well, I wished I was a headlight on the northbound train. Well, I wished I was a headlight on the northbound train. Well, I'd shine my lights through the cold Colorado rain. Well, I know you're right, or don't miss me when I'm gone. But I know you're right, or don't miss me when I'm gone. Gonna miss your baby rolling in your arms. I'm gonna miss your baby rolling in your arms.